What's up, guys? It's Cool Breeze back with another video. We're gonna try something different today. We're gonna try a little commentary. I don't know what all I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna try to spike y'all's interest and spice up some of these videos a little bit. Here we got some little pine tree, taking it down. I was teaching that guy on the ground a couple things about climbing and all that, so you'll probably hear some comments that may or may not make any sense. But yeah, guys. Anyway, here we got two trees. We got this tree and the tree behind it, which I do not believe I have footage of. But we're gonna be taking these down. They're not too dead. They got a little bit of dead. I mean, they're obviously dead, but they still got a good bit of what I would consider good steady wood, good to climb on, stuff like that. But as you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and I used that rigging piece. Now this is the first time I had just bought it, so I wanted to put something on it. I know it's not technically a life safety thing, but it's never been rigged on when this video was made and when I was using it for life support, but I used it here. But anyway, the next thing I'm gonna do is I got plenty of space to throw that top, and I know I didn't look up and show y'all, but it's got plenty of lean the way I want it to go, which will be to the right here. But as you can see here, now I'm cutting the nubs off to allow for plenty of space for this top to go. And yeah, as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and start my cut here. I'm left-handed. I don't know if that changes much with this type of cut, but that's why I'm holding it using the top side of the bar instead of the bottom side. With that angle, I probably could have got to the other side and been a little bit more effective, but it didn't seem to be that big of a deal to go ahead and use the top side. But I always check my notches, go back, make sure I like how it looks. There we go. Cleaning it up a good bit. I always try to take a good amount of time on my notches and make sure they look the way I want them. Have them nice and clean, so we ain't got no funny business going on as we drop this piece. Check it here. I probably should just kept cutting, but it is what it is. Finally, I go under, finish that cut off. The next thing I do, I don't remember if I do it or not, but I know you always want to make your side cuts, which keep, especially certain types of wood from peeling. Pine is probably one of them. But anyway, I make my side cuts probably a little bit deep on that side, but it's okay. Anyway, go ahead and cut the back side. And you can see this top is free to go. It had plenty of weight, so I wasn't worried about it getting caught on that hinge at all, really, honestly, at all. I probably could have cut a little bit above, which I didn't do for some reason. I don't remember why I didn't. But I went ahead and cut right there at the nubs. But I probably could have went up another couple steps, and it probably would have been a lot easier to cut with not having to deal with nubs and knots and stuff. But here we got that top down, and now all I'm doing is I'm cleaning up some of the nubs off the end of here, so whenever I drop the full piece, I ain't got nothing sticking in the ground damaging the client's yard. I think this is the last one I cut, and then I pretty much threw a rope in the top and pulled the rest of it down. Had to make a little cut in the audio. I got a little stuttered up there, but yeah, no, I was just trying to basically say that I'm new to the whole commentary deal, and I'm trying to figure it out. So just be patient with me, and I'll get it figured out for you guys. But anyway, here I go cutting the nub here. Last little nub. I wish I had more content on this specific tree and the one before, but I only got so much battery life on my cameras. And a lot of times, honestly, whenever I'm cutting a lot or doing something like rigging and stuff, I always forget to press the record button just because I got so much going on.
That's exactly what I do.
There we go.
Yeah. Yep.
That's finished up. Plant my saw back. By the way, I just want to give a little shout out to my groundman, Mr. Brelo. He's starting to make music, so definitely check him out. I think that's about it, guys, on this tree. I went ahead and got back down. That's right. I wanted to go ahead and cut this other little nub. As you can see, seems silly, but I went ahead and threw my safety line back in. Double tie off. I try to say double tie it off when I'm cutting. I don't always do it. It's probably a good practice to always do, but I don't always do
All I'm
it.
doing now is just cleaning
But
up,
here, double tying off to handle that little nub on the side here. And that's really about it on this video. Not much to this one. Threw a decent sized top, cut some nubs. And I think that's it. I think I went ahead and dropped down to the bottom and cut the rest of the stub from here. Ah, there's another one. That's probably a little bit more than enough. By the way, if you're cleaning this type of stuff up, bigger wood and all that, you probably don't want to, drop this on top. But us as tree climbers, we always know if we're not cleaning it up, probably gonna leave a good bit of a mess. Plus, I knew that they had heavy equipment coming to clean this up, so I wasn't really too worried about it. Plus, the other good side of dropping heavy wood on small stuff, even though it makes it hard to clean up, it is a lot better for the ground. That small stuff kind of cushions the big stuff from leaving knots and holes in the ground as well. I don't know if any of this footage shows it, but that fence line that they had, it was made very clear that they were getting rid of the fence, so I wasn't worried about hitting the fence at all. I just wanted to make that clear. I don't know if it's got any footage of me hitting it. It wasn't a concern in this project here. There we go. There goes the fence. Yeah, they was taking it down anyway. I added this part into the video because I had that part that you just seen, that was on a different part of the tree, or a different tree. But anything like rebar or anything poking up that can stick you, stab you, if you was to take a fall, I'd rather hit flat ground than hit anything that's gonna pretty much, make a big problem, So there's always a chance of you falling. Of course, you never want to fall, but why not minimize any risk you have? I could have slipped spiking up the tree, and that's gonna be a bad day. There's nothing that's gonna keep that from being a bad day on something like that. But here, as you can see, like I said, especially the way I drop the top, even with this, I'll take my time on my notches. I try to clean them out, try to get them perfect, make them look real good. I think there's certain things that you can rush on, but I think notches are definitely not one of them. I think you always need to make a proper good notch and make it look a certain type of way. There we go, we finished that notch up. Here's the back cut. There we go. I have my buddy pulling on it too, so we're just pulling it by hand. I actually think this one had a little bit of back lean away from the notch, which was kind of a pain for him. I know he was struggling, but it's tied off at the top, so I know we had plenty of leverage on something like that. If I needed to, I could put the saw down, go help him if I really needed to. I don't think I needed to. My saw wasn't quite long enough to reach the other side, so I had to switch sides. But especially with stubs, there's nothing real big around. I don't mind leaving just a little bit of hinge really, versus, if I got a bunch of stuff around and I need a good size hinge, I need more pulling power than I do cutting through the hinge. But with this, I don't mind leaving a small hinge. If something was to go wrong, there's nothing it can hit besides me. So, there we go, kind of having to pull. Kind of see it going here. There we go. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.